It says right in the Bible, you will not let your Holy One be corrupt in hell forever. There is no eternal hell. You know something? Now, don't tell too many of this to your Christian friends because they really freak out. There is no hell. They can't deal with that. They got to have a hell. You know why they like to have a hell? Because they want you to go there. Now, they think bad people should go to hell. See? They always got you figured out, man. You did this and you did that. You never know what they did. They did the same thing you do, okay? But that's a cop-out. There's got to be a hell for bad people. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Write this down sometime. Romans 8:7. Okay? Now, how could God send somebody to hell and have that in the Bible? You know what that says? The Apostle Paul says that the human mind is not capable and is not subject to the law of God. It is not subject to the law of God. It cannot obey the law of God. So if the human mind that God created, which is in your head, is not capable of obeying His law, how are you going to send people to hell? How are you going to send people to hell? There's no such place, other than in the imagination of these people who are trying to scare the pants off of you to keep you under control. Hell actually comes out of a word that is Gehenna, which was the place outside of Jerusalem where they used to burn the garbage. And that's exactly what hell means. It is a place where the garbage thoughts of your mind is burned up by the Spirit of God. When you live in fear, when you live in depression, when you live in anxiety, when you live in guilt, you're living in hell. Hell is the lower mind, heaven is the higher mind. Remember what Jesus said, Luke 17:21, and Jesus can't be wrong. The kingdom of God is within you. If God's kingdom is a kingdom, it contains everything. It contains hell, it contains heaven. Hell is the lower mind, heaven is the higher. You remember the word Hades? That's where hell comes from. Hades. You might say, oh, it's hot as Hades. Remember that? Hades, which is spelled H-A-D-E-S, there were 4 brothers. One brother got the top part of the world in mythology, the other brother got this part, and the brother that got the lowest part of the world was named Hades. In ancient mythology, hell was a place of darkness. And darkness means where there's no light. Light means wisdom and understanding. And that's what hell is, when you don't have wisdom and understanding. You talk about hell, you got people now that got buttons they can push and make atomic bombs fall on people. That's hell. When you were living in Nagasaki, Japan, or Hiroshima, that's hell. But it was caused by people. You know something? The only heaven that will ever exist is when the minds of people are changed, renewed. Because if everybody went to a heaven right now, in 6 months, it'd be hell. They'd have their streets of gold, they'd be selling it. They'd take the walls of jasper and chisel the jasper out of it and be selling it on the black market. I mean, you cannot go into a heaven with the soiled mind of man, because you're going to destroy it. And that's why when the mind of man changes in this new age, it is the planet Earth which will become the planet heaven. What's the difference? You're going to take the same mind up there that you got down here, you're going to screw that up just as bad as this is. Here you got the United States of America, got so many people on drugs. Why? Because their minds are freaked out. You got a church on every corner. That's the biggest disgrace of all of religion. If religion, you got through to so many people, you're doing so good, how come you got a drug epidemic? How come people have to take drugs in order to escape their own minds?